Hello everyone. Here we discuss about the introduction to the types of immune system. Myself Jinesh Kaneria and I am talking about the types of immune system. So what is immunology? Immunology is the study of immune system and is a very important branch of the medical and biological sciences. The immune system can protect us from the infection through the various lines of defense mechanism. Next, what is immune system? The immune system, which is made up of special cells, proteins, tissue and organs. It defends the people against the germs and microorganisms. So this is the most important factor of immune system in our body. So we discuss about the basic definition about the immune system. So first of all, we discuss about what is immune system. The immune system is a complex network of cells and proteins and that defends the body against the infection. Immunology. So what is the meaning of immunology? The immunology is a study of structure and function of immune system. So this is the definition of immunology. The immunology is the study of structure and function of immune system. Then immunity. The immunity, it's a resistance power of any host to the pathogen or any other toxic effect. It's called immunity. And another definition is immune responses. The immune response is a body recognize and defends itself against the any bacterial, viral or any substance that appear as a foreign or harmful material. So this is the basic definition of immune system, immunology, immunity or immune response. Next, history of immunology. So Edward Jenner in 1749 to 1823 is a father of immunology and it introduced the vaccination against the smallpox. So the term vaccine and vaccination is derived from the Variola vaccinia. Variola is a one type of the virus. It's caused the smallpox. So the father of immunology is Edward Jenner. Next, what is the role of immune system? So immune system can defend against the microbes. So and then it defends against the growth of tumor cell and it kill the growth of other tumor cell also. It's also responsible for the hemostasis condition whenever the rupture of the skin and then the WBCs and white blood cells, platelets, RBC are aggregate at the site of inflammation and then it will be recovered with the help of homeostasis condition. And destruction of abnormal or dead cell, for example red blood cell, white blood cell or antigen antibody complex. So this is the role of immune system. Next, types of immunity. Types of immunity, we discuss about the first, natural immunity. So what is the meaning of natural immunity? The immunity is developed or it will be able to inherited resistance to the infection. So it gives from the inherited from mother or father, then its inherited resistance provided to the infectious condition. Spatial immunity. Some species are resistant to the infection of particular organisms, while some other species are sensitive. So in this condition, a spatial immunity, some species are resistant to the particular organism while some other species are sensitive. So example of this spatial immunity in case of the dog, goat, sheep, horse are always resistant to the tuberculosis, while a human and the guinea pigs are susceptible to it. This is the best example of spatial immunity. The dog, sheep and horse are resistant to the tuberculosis. In case of the human and guinea pigs are susceptible to it. Next one is a racial immunity. Sometimes one race of a species is susceptible to the particular infection and other race are immunized. So best example of this racial immunity, in case of the Algerian sheep, are the resistance to the particular anthrax, while the domestic sheep are susceptible to it. So these sheep are a same species, but the region are different. In this case, its availability of infection condition can be changed. So one of the factor can affect the racial immunity is diet, geographical location and the environment are responsible for the generation of the racial immunity in a same species according to the change in a particular region, diet or environmental factors. Next one, individual immunity. So individual immunity is a certain people of the same race are susceptible while other are resistant to the particular infection. So this is the variety of individual immunity. It depends on the particular person. So certain person of the same race are the susceptible while the other are resistant to the particular infection. So this is the depends on the individual immune system. Then next, active or passive immunity. So active immunity is defined as the production of antibody by the body itself. So the condition of this immunity can be developed via body itself. And meanwhile, it's also development of the memory cell during the activation of the immunity or activation of the immunological response against the particular infection. Active immunity will result in a long-term immunity due to the generation or presence of memory cell. So this is the one of the most important factor to the active immunity. Passive immunity is the production of antibody from the other sources. So it's not developed in itself or in particular host cell. The production of the antibody is from another sources. A memory cell are not developed during the passive immunity. Passive immunity will give the short term immunity, so that's why its effect are very less compared to active immunity due to the absence of a memory cell. So this is the drawback of the passive immunity. So active and passive immunity can be induced by either natural or artificial mechanism. So in this figure we discuss about the active immunity. So active immunity can be induced by the natural infection. Any kind of the bacteria can induce the active immunity via natural sources via bacterial infection. And the other case, artificial immunity are increased due to the vaccinations part. In case of the passive immunity, it's also a natural or artificial. So natural immunity are given with the maternal antibody to mother to fetus. In case of the artificial immunity, it's developed due to the given a monoclonal antibody source to the any person who required for the cure the any infectious condition. So this is the part of active immunity or passive immunity, and both are natural or artificial. Next we discuss about the herd immunity. So what is the herd immunity? Herd immunity means a community immunity, population immunity, or is a social immunity. It's a form of indirect protection from the infectious disease. It's not give the direct infection to the particular disease, but it gives the indirect protection, which stop or slow down the spreading process of any disease in case of the herd immunity. Some individuals cannot become immune due to the medical reason, but in case of the herd immunity is an important method for the protection. Herd immunity does not apply to all the disease, but in case of the only contagious disease, or it will be transmitted from the one individual to another individual, it will be responsible for the generation of the herd immunity. So in this figure we discuss when the blue color person are not immunized but still is a healthy people. In case of the yellow people is a immunized and healthy, and the red condition is denoted as a not immunized or sick and is a contagious. So in the condition of the no one is immunized due to the contagious disease is spread through the population. So the community is in a few peoples are infected in a particular red region. So it's affected to the particular area, at rest of the healthy people can unimmunize it, so in a blue color region. So after in a contact with the particular red person, it will be converted from the blue to red. It means it not immunized, but after the contact with the red person, it's immunized and it will be converted into the sick condition or disease condition. In the next stage, some of the populations get immunized, it's converted into the yellow color. So these contagious disease are spread through the sum of the population. So in this condition, some of the people are converted into the yellow color. It's denoted as an immunized and healthy condition. And after all, the population have been immunized and prevent the illness from the spreading significantly. So it's including to the unimmunized people. So these most of the population get immunized with the spreading of contagious disease, and it's contain a particular immunized and healthy condition. It will be recovered from the red to yellow portion. So this is the contagious condition, and most of the people can prevent the illness from the spreading any particular disease condition due to the herd immunity. Thank you all of you.